Hey everyone, it's Julian, and today we have set 3 revealed, Heirs to the Omens, very much giving Heir to the Empire, Star Wars, book, but it is very, very late. But we are here to talk about the reveals that we saw on the stream. I did just do a stream, watching the live stream. I said stream 5 times in that sentence. So check that out if you want. It was kind of fun. But we're here to talk about the cards that they revealed today and a little bit of other things that we found out. So first of all, this set is only 76 cards. Really disappointed about that. Actually, very disappointed. I really thought that set 2 was going to be a smaller set because it was designed with set 1 together. And we got a bigger gap between 2 and 3 than 1 and 2. But the fact that it's 76 cards and it seems like that is going to be the norm really disappoints me, honestly. I think one of the biggest criticisms of the game right now is the card pool. We just don't have a lot of cards in the card pool, and especially since it seems like we're still rotating on a 5-set rotation, right? So once set 6 comes out, set 1 is going to rotate out. We just don't have as many cards as I feel like we should in the game to experiment and make decks with and stuff like that. So if we really start getting 76 card sets every set, I am going to be pretty disappointed. But yeah, let's kind of talk about the set. So of course the set is called Heirs to the Omens. It's kind of following characters that took over the Omen spots, the original Omen spots, right? So we're going to talk about the first card, Sincero, Heir to Usurpation. He is a sword card, 6-drop, 5/6. He's going to fuse with loot cards, which we'll talk about in a second. And then Fanfare, deal X damage to all enemies. That includes the face. X is the number of differently named cards fused to this card. And now Super Evolved, he's going to do the same thing. So loot cards are 4 different types of cards. I'll show them here. Gilded Blade. They're all called Gilded, so I'm just going to call them the name. So Blade is 1-drop. They're all 1-drops as well. So select the enemy following the field or enemy leader and deal 1 damage to it. The Goblet is heal 2 to your leader. The boots are give something rush and 1 attack. Sorry, I'm blocking the rush. Let me move myself down here. Maybe that'll help. Plus 1 attack and rush. And then the necklace gives plus 1 health and ward. So, pretty good. They're a little bit buffed from the original game. But we are in sort of a faster meta back then. These were basically half a card, right? They were good, but they weren't amazing. Now they're just real. These aren't that good at all. So it'll be interesting to see, how that works. But there's only 4 of them, so Sincero here is only going to be doing 4 damage at a time. And then if you super evolve 8, right? And he's also a 6-drop. So I think this guy's really weak from what we know right now. Again, from what we know right now, we have already 2 insane 6-drops that we have to play in Sword, in Amelia and Gildaria, right? So adding another one is pretty bricky, and especially one that needs a lot of setup compared to the other 2 that are just good right off the bat, and then obviously later in the game, and with right setup, they're even more insane, right? But this card does nothing unless you have loot cards. So in my head, the way I think about this card is not going to be played, but if Octress is some really good card that gives us just these free loot cards, and then we put them in there, or we just need an outlet to throw these in to something, then I could see Sincero being pretty good. We also have an amulet, Lair of Usurpation, 1-drop amulet, destroy this card on engage, and then you either get a blade and a necklace or a goblet and a boots. Then we have Gamu, fan favorite, of course. 5-drop, 5/5 dragon. On play, she's going to give you the Gamu crest. And then on enhanced 7, she's going to gain Storm. And then once on each of your turn when this follower takes damage but isn't destroyed, deal 3 damage to a random enemy follower. This is nerfed from the original version in Shadowverse 1 that dealt 3 damage to face as well. And then crest once on each of your turns when allied follower takes damage but isn't destroyed, add a Fangs of Ardent Destruction to your hand. And the Fangs are 0 cost, deal 1 damage to all followers. That includes your own board. Overall, I think Gamu is really, really nerfed. Of course, she is, like I said in my original predictions video, a card that is very based around her support, right? So if we get Servant and Disciple and Rending, I could see her being really good in her whole archetype. But right now, I think really bad. Actually, I think this card is really not good. Then we have Lashena. This is a card that's really interesting to me, but I don't know how good it'll be. Portal 4-drop 2/4. Fanfare, add a Melodious Monody to your hand, and then she cannot be destroyed by abilities. And then on evolve, she's going to give you a white New Revelation. I do love the new art by Ponzu. And then Melodious Monody is a 1-drop. Select an allied card on the field and destroy it. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy follower. So, of course, you can play this on Lashena and she won't die. That's kind of how her original archetype worked in the first game, right? Is you would use these effects that like popped one of your own things and did something, but Lashena and some of your other things could not be destroyed by effects. So you'd kind of like negate that first part, right? But you still get the effects. So really cool. And the white New Revelation is in. Well, now I'm like, come on now. We're almost there. White New Revelation, countdown 1 last words, heal 1 to your leader, and then summon a black New Revelation. Of course, the black New Revelation is going to be deal 1 damage to the enemy leader. When it dies, countdown 1, and then you summon a white one. So this rotates, and every turn you're going to either get 1 heal or 1 damage. So I actually really like this card if we get more of these type of Melodious Monody cards in the main deck. In my head, one card I think that would be really, really good is a Demon Eater type card. Demon Eater, of course, back in the day was a 2-drop 1/2 that destroyed a follower. This is for Shadow, but we can make it just destroy a card, right? And then you draw 2 cards. So you can imagine that with Lashena, right? You play it on Lashena and she doesn't die and you just draw 2 cards. Or you imagine it on your own amulets, right? And you get an effect and then you get the next cycle, right? So I like this card a lot, but I don't know how good it'll be. 4 mana 2/4 is insanely bad stats, unfortunately. So we will have to see about Lashena, but I'm really excited for her. Then we have Sham Nacha. And let me try not to fall asleep while I'm explaining this card, because this is very complicated. And takeaway is it's bad from what we know right now. So they're adding a new mechanic called Faiths. So Faiths are cards where if you have a card with Faith, at the start of the game, you're going to get a Faith in your crest area, right? So Sham Nacha, Faith is starts at 0. And whenever you select a mode, you increase the Faith by 1. So it's like, okay, so we're going to be playing a lot of cards with modes. The 2 cards right now that have modes are Yuzuki and Gensetsu, and is it Cosmic Cyclone? No, that's a Yu-Gi-Oh card, right? That was a weird poll. The Cyclone card. The Cyclone that you either draw a follower or reanimate a 2-drop, right? So then Sham Nacha, on play, she's going to reduce the Faith of your Faith by 10, and then increase the number of modes you can select by 1. So the way I'm reading this is that you have to be at 10 to get this effect. So you go play 10 mode cards, play Nacha, reduce it from 10 to 0, and then now every mode you play afterwards is going to do 2 effects. I do think that's pretty strong once you get the effect off, but it's really hard to get that effect off, right? It's going to take a lot, and we're going to need a lot of choose cards in this set for Abyss. So we'll have to wait and see if that happens. She also has a Super Evolve. Select the enemy following the field destroyed and add a copy of it to your hand. I really like this card, or this effect. Super Evolve, and you kind of kill something and draw a card in a way. So yeah, overall, really good in a control deck if we get a bunch of choose or mode cards, but we don't have enough yet. So waiting for that. Then we have Velharia, Heir to Truth. It's a rune card, and everyone can breathe a sigh of relief. She's not insane. 2-drop 1/1 draw card. So like okay stats for that, but in this game 1/1s are really weak. And then on Evolve, she's going to select the enemy following the field and banish it. And then on Super Evolve, she's going to banish all copies of it from the field. So overall, not insane. You really don't want to be playing these type of these like hard removal cards that only do it on Evolve, because you only have 4 Evolves, right? So the overall not that good in maybe a pure Earthright deck. I could see it being played, but right now I'm not sure. Then we have Jerry, Majerabane, 4-drop 3/3 neutral legendary. I'm sure you guys can tell I am super tired. So sorry if this video is like kind of slow. Jerry, 4-drop 3/3 on play. He's going to give you a great testimony. And then on Evolve, he's going to give you a crest. The crest is when you gain this crest, replace your deck with the Jerry deck and transform the Reaper card at the bottom of your deck into a victory card. So very much like Spartacus. And then at the end of your turn, discard all cards not named Great Testimony and draw 6 cards. And then the Great Testimony is a 1-drop. Select the enemy following the field and destroy it. And then the Jerry deck is this going to show up? The Jerry deck is a 76 card deck with every card from Heirs of the Omens. So yeah, that's how we knew that it was a 76 card set. So disappointed about that. But how is Jerry? Pretty bad. I don't think this card is very good. It'd be funny if it was good. But yeah, kind of just like an interesting alternate win condition. If the bulk of cards in this set are good, then maybe this card is good, but I don't know. Very much a wait and see type card, and I can't even really think of a deck that like would want it right now, but you know, we will have to see. And yeah, so that is all of the reveals for today. Overall pretty... Oh, sorry. No, it's not. We do have Marwyn. Marwyn 4-drop 4/4 Haven legendary. On play, add a Torrent of Despair, and then on Evolve, he's going to give you a crest. And the crest is at the end of your turn. If allied followers didn't attack this turn, deal X damage split between all enemies. X is the number of crests you have. I think this card is really bad, especially this crest. You can only have up to 5 anyway, so it's not like, oh, what if we get 10, right? So this is only ever going to be doing 5. Yeah, I don't know, maybe if you play a super hard control deck, right, which we just don't even really have access to right now, I could maybe see it, but other than that, no. The Torment of Despair is a pretty good card. 2-drop, banish a... Oh, it's random. Banish a random enemy follow from the field and advance the counts of all your crests by 1. Don't love that. But yeah, that is Marwyn. And yeah, overall, this set so far feels really weak. And I am interested to see what we're going to see for the other Omens and everything else. I am really disappointed about 76 card set. And I hope that's not the trend, but it kind of looks like it will be. But yeah, that is going to be it from me. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And we're going to be having videos every night with reveals whenever reveals happen. So stay tuned. This is the best place to get reveals. And Shadowverse content and content in general, right? So yeah, hope you guys have a great day. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.